Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Welcome po sa ating Bread and Breakfast. Ako po ang inyong Sister Kat at ako po ang inyong makakasama today for our morning devotion. Bago po tayo mag-start, inaanyayahan ko po ang bawat isa para po sa maikling panalangin. Okay, let us pray. Father God in heaven, I thank you God for this day, Panginoon. Thank you Lord sa pagising po ng bawat isa sa amin, Lord. Maraming salamat God. Dahil po magkakasama kami muli, Lord, sa pagbulay-bulay ng inyong mga salita, Lord God. And as we study your word, Panginoon, may you teach us, Lord God, at let your spirit guide and teach us, Panginoon. And pagpapatuloy po namin, Lord God, ay samahan po kami, Lord. Maraming salamat po na po ma-receive po namin ang portion ng bawat isa ngayong araw. Ito po ang aming samantalangin in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, nasa Book of Numbers pa rin po tayo at ngayong araw po ay nasa chapter 14 na po. I have a question po. Na-try nyo na po ba na mag-prepare po ng gift? Itong gift po na ito ay very special at pinagpaguran po natin ito. Kumbaga, ito po ay hindi siya nabibili, kundi na ginawa po natin siya overnight. But then, yung tao po na pagbibigyan po ng gift na to ay hindi pa niya nakikita, ay na-reject niya na. Kumbaga, no thanks, ayoko na, wag mo nang ibigay, ganun. Dito po sa chapter po na ito ay ang mga Israelites ay they start to reject the promised land. Okay, dito po sa chapter na ito ay nasa southern part na po sila ng Canaan or the promised land. At sa previous chapter po, sa chapter 13 po ay inutusan ni Moses po ang 12 leaders ng tribe ng Israel para po maging spy for 40 days sa Canaan, and para po makita po nila kung ano nga ba ang itsura, ano nga ba yung mga culture, ano nga ba yung, or sino nga ba yung mga nakatira sa Canaan, o kung kaya ba nila itong sakupin. Kasi history po, alam po naman natin na in order para makuha po nila yung land na yan, ay kailangan po nilang sakupin. Gawin din po dito sa Pilipinas dati, nung sinakop po tayo yung Magellan. So, hindi po sila nagtagumpay dahil po kay Lapu-Lapu. Oh, trivia. So, dito po sa chapter 14 po ay nakabalik na po ang mga spy o ang mga leaders po ng Israel. The 12 leaders of tribe leaders of Israel ay nakabalik na nga po at 10 of them ay may negative comments about Canaan and only 2 of them ay nakasagap ng positive feedback mula sa Canaan. By the way, ang ating pong title sa umagang ito ay Exercise Our Faith Over Fear. Ang ating point number 1 is Fear Brings Distraction. Sabi po dito sa verse 1, that night all the members of the community raised their voices and wept aloud. All the Israelites grumbled against Moses and Aaron, and the whole assembly said to them, if only we had died in Egypt or in the wilderness. Why is the Lord bringing us this land only to let us fall by the sword? Our wives and children will be taken as plunder. Wouldn't it be better for us to go back to Egypt? And they said to each other, we should choose a leader, go back to Egypt. Alright, so dito po sa verse 1 to 4 ay naggrumble na po ang mga Israelites against Moses, ay may mga murmur na po, may mga reklamo na. Alam po naman natin na simula pa lamang po ng kanilang paglalakbay sa wilderness ay mareklamo na po ang mga Israelites. But then this time po ay sobrang na po yung pagrereklamo nila na sinusumbat na mo nila kay Moses at Aaron na much better pa na mamatay na lang sila sa Egypt, na much better na lang na nag-stay na lang sila as slaves sa Egypt. And they are worried. They are worried that they might die pagka sinakop po nila ang Canaan dahil po sa exaggerated na pagre-report po ng 10 leaders po ng sampung leaders po ng tribes po ng Israelites. And then, dito po sa verse din po na ito ay the Israelites are full of fear. There are lack of faith. That in this passage po ay mas inaano na po nila yung kanilang emosyon, mas nakalimutan na po nila that they have God, that so much fear po ay nakapagsabi po sila or nakapag-decide sila ng out of their fear ay they decided na bumalik na lang sa Egypt, they decided na magtayo na lang ng isang leader, na bagong leader para bumalik po sa Egypt. And then they even decided na stone to death po sina Moses and Aaron. But then before pa po nila gawin po yun ay dumating po ang Panginoon para po pigilan po ang pangyayari ito. And then sabi po dito, the Lord said to Moses, how long will these people treat me with contempt? How long will they refuse to believe in me? In spite of all the sin I have performed among them, I will strike them down with a plug and destroy them. But I will make you into a nation greater and stronger than they. So, ayun po. Sometimes po during our fear, out of our fear po ay nakakapag-decide po tayo ng mga bagay-bagay na hindi po naaayon sa will po na Panginoon. We all know po that fear is the absence of faith. So, dito po sa passage po na ito ay ang mga Israelites, nakita po ng mga Israelites na yung pong mga makakalaban po nila or the Canaanites ay malalaki po yung they saw giants, they saw the sons of Anak po ay malalaki po and they think that they cannot do it, they cannot ay hindi po nila kayang palunin po ang mga Canaanites. They are like katulad lang daw po sila ng grasshopper sa kanilang mga paningin. The Israelites also saw that they cannot go against the Canaanites, that they are stronger. The Canaanites are stronger than the Israelites. So, ito pa lamang po ay idinideclare na nila that they don't have God. Because of their fear, they are declaring that they don't have God. Because of their fear, they are claiming na, or they just want to run away. They just want na umalis na lang at bumalik na lang sa pagiging slave. And doon po nagalit ang Panginoon because of their fear. And our point number 2 is the consequence of fear. So, sabi po dito sa verse 28, so tell them, as surely as I live, declares the Lord, I will do to you the very thing I heard you say. In this wilderness your bodies will fall, every one of you 20 years old or more, who has counted in the census and who has grumbled against me. And sabi rin po dito sa verse 11, the Lord said to Moses, how long will these people treat me with contempt? How long will they refuse to believe in me? In spite of all the signs I have performed among them, I will strike them down with blood and destroy them. Yes po, and dito po sa ating point number 2 is the consequence of fear. So, dahil po sa fear over faith po, ang pinakita po ng mga Israelites, they are more fearful than faithful. So, nagalit nga po ang Panginoon sa kanila, and because of their fearful, ay sinabi nga po ng Panginoon that they will die in wilderness. Dahil sinabi niyo na mamamatay kayo dito, the Lord said, you will die here in wilderness. And for 40 years, they stay in wilderness. And makita po natin that they are now in south border po ng Canaan. So, malapit na po, konting-konti na lang, ay ma-reach na po nila ang promised land. But then, because of their fear, because of their unfaithfulness, because of their lack of faith, ay nagalit po ang Panginoon that instead of siguro ilang years na lang po sila makakarating, ay naging 40 years. Imagine po, 40 years in the wilderness, walang mga pagkain. But then, the Lord is merciful and graceful. Even though the Israelites are not faithful, the Lord is still faithful. And maybe, maybe you have your fear right now, na fear in the future, lalong-lalo na po ngayon, that we have fear dahil nga po sa pandemic. But then the Lord said, put your faith into me, because I will be with you. I am the Lord that never fails, and I will be the same yesterday, today, and forever. And isa nga po pong consequence ng fear nila ay na-disinherit po nila ang promised land. Ni isa po sa mga Israelites na nandito, na nag-grumble, na nagreklamo, na natakot po, ay wala, ni isa po sa kanila ay wala po nakarating sa promised land. Only Caleb and Joshua, sila lang po ang nakarating po sa promised land. Because of the fearfulness of Israelites po, ay mas nakita po nila yung difficulties rather than God. They even saw the size of giants rather than the greatness of the Lord that they are serving. And also, sometimes when we don't have faith, puro po negative po ang ating mga makikita talaga. These Israelites ay example po ng lack of faith. They're all lack of faith. That they saw the difficulties, they saw they even saw the blessing na ma-receive nila nung nakita nila yung Kanaan. They don't even thankful dahil matatapos na yung kanilang paghihirap. But then, they are almost there. Nasa south border na po sila ng Kanaan. But then, they began to fear. They began to tremble. They began to give up. Sometimes in our lives, ay konting push na lang po ay sometimes dun po tayo nag-give up. Sometimes in our life po ay when we are almost there, ay dun po tayo nag-give up. But then the Lord remind us that we have to put our faith in Him, that we must go through it. We are in process, that everything is under control, that we have put our trust in Him. Whatever situation, in every situation in our lives, you must not be fearful, but we must be faithful. And on our point number 3 is faith brings salvation. Sa ating pong verse 30, sinabi po dito, not all of you will enter the land I swore with afflicted hand to make your home, except Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, son of Nun. Among of these Israelites po na nandito ay only Caleb and Joshua lang po ang na-save. Because of their faith po ay they receive salvation, they receive blessings, and they also receive honor. They honor, God honors Joshua and Caleb po dahil po sa kanilang faith. And sa ating pong siguro sa ating pong next na pag-aaral po ay makikita po natin that Joshua will take over yung pagiging leader po ng mga Israelites throughout the wilderness. After Moses died, ay si Joshua po ang mag-take over ng position po ni Moses. And because of this po ay napatunayan na po na nila Joshua and Caleb that because of their faith, they are saved. And sino nga ba si Joshua and Caleb? So, si Joshua and Caleb po ay si Caleb po ay ang leader po ng Judah. And he is the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua po is the son of Nun. So, silang dalawa po ay kasama po sa mga sinend po sa Kanaan upang mag-spy, kung kasama din po ng 10 po pong mga leaders. And ano nga ba nakita ni Joshua and Caleb? So, si Joshua and Caleb brought back the report that Canaan is really a land that flows with milk and honey. And they also brought back a bunch of grapes na hindi lang po kayang buhatin ng isang tao, but dalawang po silang nagbuhat. So, it is true na ang Canaan nga po ay punong-puno po ng it is land milk, punong-puno po ng mga resources. And they also said that the city wall daw ay napaka-great, and even the people are strong po. Yun po ang mga report ni Caleb and Joshua. And ang kanilang po, through their faith po, ay they want to go there and possess the land because they were overcome it through the Lord. So, sila lamang po ang naniwala kay Lord that through God ay ma-overcome po nila or ma-take over po nila ang land ng Canaan. And truly that the faith of Caleb and Joshua ay hindi po makukumpara sa faith po ng 10 pa po leaders ng Israelites. And makikita po rin po natin dito that the leaders are the examples ng mga Israelites. So, yun po yung pina-follow po nila. So, the leaders can affect also their members. So, same true with our ating pong panahon ngayon. Our leaders po ay can affect us. So, we must follow yung leader po na naayon po sa will po ni Lord, and we must also see kung sino yung mga pina-follow po natin mga leaders. Are they, sila po ba ay naka-inline po sa will ni Lord? Yung mga pina-follow po nating leaders ay yung po bang mga vision po nila ay inline sa will po ng Panginoon? And we must also see for ourselves that yung ating pong mga pina-follow po ay dapat po ay nasa tama po. Baka po na iwan lang tayo ng landas kung yung mga leader po natin na pina-follow ay hindi po naayon sa will ng Panginoon. And also that because of faith, dahil po sa faith po ni Joshua and Caleb ay they are saved. And we all know that in the previous po sa mga character po ng Bible that because of faith po ni Abraham po ay naging father po siya ng all nations. Siya po ang tinugurian po na ama po ng natin. And even the faith of Daniel po ay siya rin po ang nag-save sa kanya. Because of his faith po ay na-save po sa from lion na pwede kayang-kaya siyang kainin. But because of his faith, he was saved. Marami pong mga Bible characters po na napatunayan na because of their faith, they were saved. Now, point number 3 is faith brings salvation. And brothers and sisters, friends, we must exercise our faith over our fears. And I encourage you to have more faith in God, and less fear po sa ating mga uncontrolled situation. And I know that marami po tayong mga kinakatakutan, fear of future, fear po na fear of losing someone, fear of the results, fear po na that we can even rest because of our fear. Hindi na po tayo makakapag-rest, that we are now stressed. Brothers and sisters, I encourage you that we must exercise our faith. We must nawa nga po ay mas expand po natin ang ating faith po sa Panginoon, lalong-lalo na po sa panahon po ngayon, ay we must trust in the Lord that everything happens because of inallow po ni Lord, and may reason si Lord kung bakit these things are happening. And I encourage you to exercise our faith, expand our faith, and bago tayo tapos ay inaanyahan ko po kayo sa ating closing prayer. Panginoon, maraming salamat po sa araw na ito, Lord God. Thank you, Jesus, sa yung mga salita, Panginoon. I pray, God, na samahan niyo po kami throughout the day, Lord God. And I pray, God, na ingatan niyo po ang bawat isa. Lahat po ng nanonood, Panginoon, ay pakaingatan niyo po. Maraming salamat po. In this I ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, maraming salamat po sa pagsama niyo po sa amin sa ating bread and breakfast. See you po bukas po para po sa ating morning devotion.